Okay, so we made our way up Idaho Peak Road. I think we're about 3 kilometers from the top or something like that. I believe this is the top right around here. And we climbed up the, it's actually just a kind of a rock slide area. And crossed the tailings, or sorry, waste rock, not tailings. And made our way to the lowest portal of the Sunshine Mine. This is the lower adit. The upper adit is just up the hill around the corner. So we're just going to get geared up and we'll head in. Okay, so we're just inside the portal now. Cross ties are still in the ground. No tracks, just cross ties. That is looking back at the entrance. So let's make our way down the main lower portal of the Sunshine Mine. Not sure what we're going to find in here. There was a little bit of information on it, but it was hard to describe because it said there was like 5 adits. 3 of them were caved, and I don't know which one is which, so just know that this is the lower of the 2 that are remaining. Little small collapse on the left. Little crack in the rock there. And we'll keep going forward. Looks like there's a collapse up ahead that we're going to have to make our way across, so I'll pick up the video on the other side. So there is just a little... on. There's a little alcove here off to the right that's looking back towards the portal. You can kind of see the light from it. This is the collapse that we need to go over, so I'll film on the other side. Okay, so we made our way past that little collapse. Wow, that was a pretty big collapse. There's a right hand tunnel here, just dead ends at the end there. There's a stall here, or a support timber. That's looking back at the collapse that we climbed over. There was a head frame there at one time, or a support for the roof, but it's collapsed down. There's a little dugout area to the right here. And the main tunnel continues this way. So let's do a little bit more exploring in the Sunshine Mine. Looks like another collapse. Have to crawl over, so let's do that and film on the other side. So that's the pile that we just climbed over. I can see the tunnel on the other side of it. Continuing this way, the tunnel used to continue through here, but obviously the roof has collapsed down, and just up over here where the guys are, you can see where they're standing. There's apparently a stope, so I will climb up there and have a look. So I made my way up and over that, and this is what the guys were looking at. There's a manway with an ore chute beside it. You can see the ore chute just off to the left here, and an old ladder made out of trees. Continuing up into probably what leads to the upper level, which we will be checking out later. And our tunnel continues. Sorry about that. Our tunnel continues down this way. So we're going to climb over and make our way down the tunnel a little further in the lower portal of the Sunshine Mine. Okay, so I made my way up over that last little collapse. Here in the wall you can kind of see the quartz seam they were chasing, or the last little bit of it. It was probably much larger at one time. A little bit of it left there. And the main tunnel continues down this way. You can see some stalls in the tunnel wall there. And what looks like another big collapse, which we don't know if we can get by or not. So we're going to have a look and see if we can get past it. So we probably shouldn't have, but we crawled past the ore chute that was collapsed there. If it does collapse, there is a way over top. I looked from the other side, and right above us though is a really sketchy looking retaining wall holding back a whole pile of shit. So I'm gonna make my way super quickly past the retaining wall, down the main tunnel here a little bit further. Apparently it comes to an end. There's a little stope. You can see another stall in front of me. Some piping. Would have been either for drainage or water or something. And oh yeah, there's a stope up to the left here. Little stope where they put some stalls and piping went up into the stope, looks like. Not a major stope, just you can see where the fracture was, because you can see this perfectly flat wall. And apparently this is as far as we can get. Yeah, this looks like as far as we can go. Another ore chute off to the left here. So, that's looking up the ore chute, up into the stope. And that's the end of the line. There's no getting past that. But let's one more look up the ore chute. And we'll have another little look at the stope. And yeah, now we'll probably just make our way back past that collapse. I got it above your head anyway. And that's looking back towards the ore chute that was collapsed. So you can kind of see the vein here in the wall they were chasing. So we will make our way out past that ore chute and continue to the upper adit at the Sunshine Mine. Okay, so we're just making our way back out of the Sunshine lower adit. We're going to make our way up the waste rock pile to the upper adit. Should be kind of at the top of all those stopes and chutes and stuff, so hopefully we can get some good shots of it from the upper level. So the rail ties are just half tree trunks. They're still round on top. And there was a door on it at one time. You can see the door here on the floor. But it's long since been removed. So yeah, now we're back outside. You can see how much clearer everything is today. It rained a lot yesterday, and yeah, you can see that it's much clearer today. And yeah, that's looking back at Idaho Peak, and just off to our left here is where we're headed. Okay, so we hiked up that. And I know what you're thinking. Why? Why would you hike up that? I don't know. But we did find a mine. But I heard this is as far as we can go. Come out of it. So let's go see why. Well, first of all, there's a pack rat, which he's probably not happy about us being here. But we're going to kind of wander in. What do we got?
Well, we got a shaft down. It doesn't look steep though. And then we're gonna have issue getting up and down that rock face there.
That side looks okay, this side I'm worried about.
Yeah, and get on the rest of it.
Okay. So apparently we have. This is
Oh, I wouldn't
looking
cross
back.
it, no?
No, I wasn't planning on it, this was the forest.
Looking back at the portal. Apparently there's a shaft that goes down,
This kind of slope, yeah.
or a stoped area that goes down, and can I have a look, Stu?
Yeah, go for it.
And there's a a tree branch. That's probably the top of the stope that we were on, hey? That we were looking up. It's looking down. Stope that way. And our tunnel continues that way, but we're not sure that we can get up that side. So we gotta come from there and go up there without ending up there. Might be tricky. So we're gonna have to try to make a judgment call here and see what we can figure out. Okay, so we decided we're not going to try to cross this. Obviously we weren't gonna walk across the beam, but we tried to kind of climb down here and it was all just giving way. It doesn't really seem like a good idea, and don't know how far it continues, but we're not willing to risk it on the last day of the trip. And so yeah, I guess that'll be it from the upper adit from the Sunshine Mine.